Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I have a super quick video today using some awesome stamps from Technique Junkies. I'm using Hanging Stars and Stars Can't Shine. These two stamps are from the May 2021 release. Today's last day of May. Tomorrow is the new release. But I wanted to show you how wonderful these go together and how cool this Hanging Stars stamp set is. Recently, I created about 12 cards using this stamp set with the Stars Can't Shine Without Darkness sentiment stamp for my stamp club. So once a month, I go to stamp club and we do exchange cards depending on what the occasion is. You don't have to, it's not mandatory, but I really wanted to share this sentiment and this stamp set with everybody. So I'm going to show you how to make a card using these together, and then I'll show you some still photos at the end of this video of some other cards that I made, different combinations. So what I have here is a piece of black cardstock, and I used Versamark ink, and I stamped the sentiment, Stars Can't Shine Without Darkness. Now I'm going to emboss this with a silver embossing powder. And the embossing powder is a silver sparkle. Okay, you can see the sparkle in that embossing powder whenever I use it. So I really think that is going to look great once I heat emboss it. But like I said, the first step is going ahead and using Versamark, stamping, and then applying your embossing powder. And I just use a coffee filter to put it right back in its container and put it away. You could use any color of ink. If you're using black, many times the metallic silvers will show up better on black. But of course, if you're using white, there's possibilities are endless. The combinations that you could use, are also endless. So look how pretty this is whenever it's embossed. That silver just really shines. And here I have the stars, and I already embossed those with the same embossing powder earlier. So now I need to do some kind of matte layer for my sentiment. So I grabbed some silver foil cardstock and I just trimmed it down so that it had 4 panels, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I'm trying to figure out, do I want to, yes, put it back behind the stars as well as behind the sentiment, and I really like the foil matte behind the sentiment and behind the stars, the hanging stars. So I use the foil on both, and I'm just trimming this down to size so that we can have our sentiment on the front but still have a little bit of room so that you can see the stars in the background. Originally when I made this card it was slimline, and for some reason I can't find the video for that. I guess I must have lost it. So this is the video where I made the standard greeting card, which is the A2 size greeting card. And I made about 12 of them, and I took them to Stamp Club and shared them with the ladies there. And Stamp Club is a club that gets together once a month. And each time it's a different one of us teaching each other how to make 4 different cards. So and we exchange cards too when we see each other. So that's one of the fun things. And I really wanted to share this set because I think it's so cool. Now I'm just trimming the matte layer. I'm not measuring, I'm just trimming until I get the right size border for this sentiment. And you could use some foam to pop this up a little bit, but I decided not to. I decided to keep it a flat card with no dimension, so no panels popped up. I'm just taking glue, which is a two-sided adhesive tape, sorry, not glue, and I'm putting this on the back of the panel, back of the mirror cardstock, getting my first layer down nice and securely, and doing the same with the sentiment, and I think it looks really nice. Oh, I do use foam tape on the sentiment. I thought that I did, but I couldn't quite remember. I definitely used foam tape on this one. I don't know if I used foam tape on the ones that I handed out to my friends at Stamp Club or not, because I was trying to get them done and I thought, well, if I just skip one step, it would be that. But I can't recall. I'm just trying to decide where to place the card on the front panel. While I'm doing that, I just want to remind you to please check out the Technique Junkies website. And don't forget, I have a coupon code as the design team member. If you look in my description box below, you'll see my coupon code. And don't forget to watch my live, which was last night, and that was on my YouTube channel. We were live with Pat, who is the owner of Technique Junkies, and she shared a lot of tips and tricks with us about card making. So please check that video out. Here we go, guys. Here are the 3 slimline cards. I do prefer this as a slimline only because it shows off more of the stars than the regular A2. I also like putting my sentiment offset a little bit. It just helps to show off the stars. And this one has white embossing powder for the stars and is stamped with the red ink. So that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. Don't forget to check out the description box and head on over to Technique Junkies to get some cool stamps. And here are some pictures of the cards that I made using this stamp set. This is the large batch that I made for Stamp Club. This one is the blue one, which I think is awesome. It's just got white embossing powder for the stars. And here we see the one made with silver sparkle. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment letting me know what you think about these cards. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.